Hello everyone, welcome to the Java session. I am Pavitra. Today I am going to discuss array concept in Java. So we all know what is array. Array in Java is a group of data, is of same data type, okay, and it is referred by a common name. What if we don't use arrays, okay, in Java program? What will happen? And how the program works, and what is the reason we have to go for an arrays in any programming language. Okay, it can be C or it can be C++. Why do you need to use arrays? How it is beneficial? We will understand that in this session today. And here first I will show you one program without using an array, and we will see that. So let us take an example. Suppose if I have a five students, okay, and I want to store their age. We have a five students and we want to store their age. Let us do that with the program first. Okay, so this program first I'm showing you is there are five students. I want to store the five students need to store their ages. Okay, so if you want to store five students age in the memory, what we need to do, we need a five variables, right? So we will say int age 1, oh, and age 2, age 3, and age 4, okay, age 5, like this. And then we will assign the value. Age 1 is equal to, let us say the age of the student is 21, okay, and then age 2 is equal to I'm giving 22, and age 3 is equal to 25, age 4 is equal to 20, and age 5 is equal to 90. Now, whenever we declare a variable, there are five variable and I'm initializing the five values. And if I want to print this, we all know it is very simple printing. So I will just give age 1. Okay, if you want to print it in the new line, then better take the next SOP statement, or you can give it in the single SOP statement also. But here, just to give you the more clarity, I'm giving the separate system.out.println. And here I'm going to take a five values. I mean to say, I'm trying to print the all the five ages. Okay. So now if I run this program, so we can see here we are getting the output 21, 22, 25, 20, and 19. But here the problem is, this program looks very simple. But what is the problem here from the compiler perspective or from the JVM or memory perspective? Okay, let us see that. I will show, we will just see how this memory is allocated. Okay, so when I declare the age 1, imagine guys, this is RAM. Okay, and here the when we declare a variable, imagine the age 1 memory is got allocated here, and age 2 memory is getting allocated here, age 3 memory is getting allocated here, and 4 and 5. So what I'm trying to say is, whatever the variable we are declaring, those variables will be allocated, means a memory will be allocated any corner of the memory in the memory, right? It is not like it will always, it will not go in sequence. Wherever the memory is free, it will just go and allocates the memory over there randomly. Okay, so right now I am just to explain you guys, I am assuming the memory is allocated like this. So imagine this address. Again, we won't be knowing the address, but I am just guessing the address here. Imagine this is 1,000 memory allocation, and this will be 2,000 memory allocation, and this will be uh, something 3,000, and this is 5,000. Okay, and this is 8,000, like this. Okay, so when compiler comes, means, see, first I'm declaring this variable in this line, right? This is, we call it as declaration of the variable, and here the variables are declaration means the memory is getting allocated, right? Declaration of variable means memory allocation. So when I declare this int age1, age2, age3, it is allocating the 5 blocks of memory, and that memory is allocated randomly, okay, in the random locations in the memory. So now when the compiler wants, means when I want to initialize age1 equal to 21, the compiler is searching for the age1. So it will go here age1, and then it has to search age2, and it will go to the, means each and every block it will keep searching, right? So where is the age2, 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 like this. And apart from this data, there will be some more data also in the memory. So out of all that things, it has to search where is the age2. So here is the age2. It will take some time here, and it will search and it will assign. So first it will assign the value here, that is 21, and then it will assign the value here, what is I'm given next, 22. Okay, and next I'm given age 3, 25. So again it will take some time to search this variable, and then it will assign the value 25, and then the next value is 20. Okay, and next value is 19. So it will assign like this. Now after that, what happens when you are again going for a printing? So system.out.println, and we are trying to print, and when it comes to you know printing age1, again it will search this age1 in the memory. Where is the age1? So it will go to the 1,000 memory location, and it will get the age1, and it will print, and again it will keep on searching, and somewhere it will get age2, and it will print it. So like this, it will take lot of time here for searching the variables. So because the variables are stored in the memory randomly. Okay, they are not in sequence, they are in random memory locations. So how do you avoid this problem? How do I increase the here how do I decrease the time consumption, okay, which is happening here? Imagine this program is taking around 5 seconds to execute. I want to make this as just 2 seconds. Okay, I want to reduce the time taken to execute this program. So in such case, what we will do is, since all my data is of type integer type, okay, so here we will think that how about if I am storing this data, the same data. Let me show you. I'll give you one more example. Like if you want to, let us say there is one of the person who wants to meet his friends, and his friends are, staying in the different parts of, city. Obviously, he will take more time to meet all of his friends, right? But if there is a person who wants to meet his friends, and his friends are staying in a single apartment, okay, everyone are staying in the same area, then he can meet them in a less time, right? He doesn't require the complete day. The same way here, okay, if your data is stored in contiguous memory location, so instead of storing the data in the random memory location, I want to allocate a memory in such a way that that memory has to be in contiguous memory location, means it should be in sequence one after the other. Okay, so this you can achieve it by using arrays. So when you go for an array, so the memory will be allocated in contiguous memory location, means it will be allocated in sequence. So let us say here I want to allocate 5 blocks of memory, right? So using arrays, how do I do that? So before that, I will show you the syntax, how you can do it. Means now you all understood what is the array, why we have to come to the array. So when you don't want to store the data in random memory location, you want to store the data in sequential memory allocation. Okay, so you want to store the data like this. You here I want to store age 1, and here I want to store age 2, here I want to store age 3 and age 4, okay, and age 5. So here this is, but here it will be, I don't want to give for each block the names, okay, age 1, age 2, age 3, age 4, like that. So I will give the complete block as only one name, that is age. Okay, so the entire block will be having the age name, and here we will be storing this block will be storing the first number, this block will be storing the second, third, fourth and fifth. So if you want to do like this, how do you declare a variable? So okay, so we will see the syntax of the array and then we will come back to this. Okay, so now I hope this point is clear for all of you. Array in Java is a group of data, is a same data type. If the data is of different data type, we cannot do this. Okay, if one is integer, one is a float, one is double, then we cannot use the array. If my data right now here, in this example I have taken the 5 variables is of type same type, means it is integer only, all the 5 variables are integer, so that is the reason I am able to use the array concept. Okay, so array is a group of data, is a same data type, and this is referred to by a common name, means here we are not going to give each block the different names. Okay, we will give a single name. That is also one advantage here. See here, you should be able to remember 5 names: age 1, age 2, age 3, age 4, age 5. I should remember 5 names. But if you come to the array, we will be able to use only one name, that is age. Okay, so the rest all I don't need to remember, because the rest all works on index concept. I will tell you that. So next, one more way you can define is arrays are used to store a multiple values in a single variable. So now you have a age is a one variable, in that you are able to store the multiple values, means 5 age values you are going to store. Instead of declaring the separate variables for each value, means instead of declaring age 1, age 2, age 3, age 4, age 5, I can declare only one variable, that is age variable. And array we can also define it as it is a linear data structure which stores the data in contiguous memory location. What do you mean by linear data structure? Again, like linear means in sequence. Okay, in data structure we have the two types of data structure: linear data structure and non-linear data structure. Linear stores the data in sequence, non-linear stores the data in um, branches, like trees format. It will store the data in the trees format, but your array will not store the data in the trees format. Okay, so there are two types of arrays: single dimensional array that is and multi-dimensional array. And in the single dimensional array we have the static array and dynamic array. Again, in the multi-dimensional array we have a static array and dynamic array. So first we will try to, in this video, we will try to understand the static array. Okay, so in the next we will cover up the dynamic array, that is multi-dimensional array, in the static and dynamic array. Now let us try to understand the static array. And what is the syntax of the static array? This is the general syntax of the static array. So data type, variable size. Okay, next to data type, size, variable name and values. In the Java we have so many data types, right? Means if you want to store the values is of type integer type, then you can declare integer array. So you can say int array and then variable name. So for example, right now I have given a age. Age is equal to open curly brace, close curly brace, and you have to give the values. And suppose you want to give the suppose you want to store the 5 student marks. Okay, so marks is not a integer number, it is not a it is a fractional numbers, right? It is a decimal number. So in that case we need to use the float data type. Okay, so float array size and then variable name. Okay, so the variable name you can give the relevant names, what is the data you are trying to store. And again you have to mention the values. The same way you want to store the salaries of the employees. Let us say I have 5 employees, I want to store the salaries, then you have to take a double array and marks. Sorry, here you have to give the salary equal to the what is the salaries you want to mention. So for example, here you want to mention the age, so you can say 19, 20 and 23 and 24. Okay, and then 18, like this you can mention the values. Okay, so the values will be always mentioned comma separated. And the same way the marks you want to mention, then you can suppose, let us say I have the marks 34.56. Okay, since it is a float I have to give explicitly f, otherwise it will take it as a double value. And 89.90 and then 78.76, like this. So how many were the values you want, you can store it. So right now imagine I have here only 3 students, so I'm storing the 3 values. And the same way you can even mention the salaries also here. Okay, so you can say 6, 7, 8, 9 point this, and then point like this you can mention the salaries. So this is the syntax, how do you declare arrays. Now imagine I'm taking this as the example. Okay, so integer array, age 19, 20, 23 and 24 and 18. So in the memory, how it exactly looks. Okay, in the arrays always we have two things. One is the static array. Okay, and this is the variable and this is the values. Now this 19 will be stored in the first block. Okay, so here is the 19 and 20 and next we have 23, 24, 23, 24 and 18. Okay, it will store like this. And arrays always the index position starts, array is having something called index position, that is always starts from 0 position. So this is 0 and this will be 1 and this will be 2 and this will be 3 and this will be 4. Okay, so now the starting address of this array So let us say the starting address of this array is 1000, and that 1000 will be stored in this common variable, okay, that is age. Age is the name of the array. Array is having the only one name, that is common name, means the complete memory is given only one name, that is age. Okay, so age will be having the starting address of an array, the first block address, okay, that is 1000. And the right now what data type I have taken, guys, it is an integer array. So the integer one value, the data type size of the integer, that is one number, will take a 4 bytes, right? So this 1000, if you add a 4 to it, okay, so this is complete is 4 bytes of memory. This single block is 4 bytes. Now the second block, okay, the memory will be 1004, because this is allocated 4 bytes of memory. Next, this is going to allocate another 4 bytes of memory. So the next address will be 1008. And the next address will be 1012. Okay, the next address will be 1016, because each block will take a 4 bytes. Okay, so now why this index position, why we are going for this index position 0? Why arrays starts from the 0th index? Why we have index concept? To understand that, see here, if you want to access this value 19, I want to print this value 19, or I want to assign the value 19. Okay, so how will you do that? How will you write? Okay, we write like this: the age of 0 we will mention. When I say age of 0, that will give me 19. Okay, so when I say age of 1, this will give me 20. And if I am giving age of mm, 2, that is going to give me 23. And age of 3, if I am giving, that will give me 24. And age of 4, if I am giving, that will give me 18. Okay, so if I am having the array size, that is, if I am going for a 5 values, the index starts from 0, the last position values will be n minus 1. So how many values I am storing here? 5 values. So the last index position will be 5 minus 1, that is 4. If you are storing 10 values, then the last position value will be 9, 0 to 9. And why we are doing like this? Here, all of you see, age. What is the age is having? The starting address is 1000, right? So it is 1000 plus, what is the size of the this particular block, means how many bytes of memory it is taking? 4 bytes. Okay, and the which is in which index position it is there? 0th index position it is there. So I'm multiplying with 0. So it will be like 1000. Let me draw this like this: 1000 plus 0. So you are pointing to 1000. So it is going to give you the 1000 memory location value, that is 19. Okay, the same way we can do it for the next one. Okay, so age, what is the age value? 1000. Okay, so 1000 plus, and what is this 1000? I'm assuming this is starting address, right? So 1000 plus, and this block is also taking 4 bytes, right? So 4 bytes. And what is the index position of this? It is 1, right here. So 1 equal to, now what happens? 1000 plus 4 into 1, 4. So you will get the 1004. So when you mention age of 1, it internally calculates like this, and it will point to this particular address, and it will give you that in that address what value is there, it will return you that. The same way, if you go for a second, okay, so 1000 plus 4 into, okay, 2, this time it will be, so 1000 plus 8. Okay, so it will be 1008. Like this, you have to calculate the rest of the things. So you will get that 4 into 3. So 1000 plus 12 is 1012. Okay, so next 1000 plus 4 into 4, okay, is equal to 1000 plus 16 is 1016. So that is your last address. Okay, this is how it works. Now we will understand this program through program. Okay, so how do you do the program for this? As I already told you, this I will modify. Let me remove this, and I'll go for an int array, and I will going to take the variable name age. This is a syntax I have discussed just now. And what are the values we are taking? 19, 20, 23, 24, and 18. Right? So now if I want to print it, so just print it, age of 0. Okay, means it will give me the 0 position value. So I want to print all that value, right? So age of 1, age of 2, age of 3, age of 4. So you all already understood how this age of 0 is working. What do you mean by age of 0? So it will always takes the starting address of this memory allocation, and that starting address it will calculate with offset address, okay, multiplied by the position. So it will point to the starting address. So you will get here 19, and next it will get 20, and then you will get 23, 24, and then 18. So save this program and run this. So you all can see I'm able to print 19, 20, 23, 24, and 18. Okay. So this is how your array works in the Java, that is static array. Why do you call it as a static array? Because I'm given the values during the program itself. I'm not taking the values from the user. And also we are not mentioning the size here. Okay, so how many values I'm giving in the array, I'm deciding during the compilation time itself. If I want to give the 20 values, I will give the values here during the compilation itself. Okay, I'm not mentioning the size here. The size is internally, it means compiler will count these numbers and it will calculate the size. Okay, I hope you all understood this concept. So in the next session, means in the my next video, I will explain you how do you use the dynamic array, and how do you use the for loop to reduce. Here you can see just to print the 5 values, I'm taken 5 SOP statement. Okay, so how do I reduce this? How do I just do the printing by using one line? That you all know we need to use the loops. Okay, so how do you use the loop? How do you work with the dynamic array? That is all I will explain in my next video. Please keep watching. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much, all of you, for watching.